Everybody, welcome back. We're continuing reading of the Tafseer. Okay, we're still in Surah Al-Baqarah, 235, 36, page 69. We said, O Adam, dwell you and your wife in paradise, and eat freely from it wherever you may wish, but do not approach this tree, or else you will both become transgressors. Then Shaitan made them slip from the garden and brought them out of the state of felicity they had been in. We said, Go down from here, all of you, as enemies to each other. On earth you will have an abode of your means of livelihood for a while. Right, it's beautiful. Okay. When Allah created Adam and honored him, He completed His blessings toward him by creating from him his wife Hawa, so that he might enjoy the pleasure of living with her, and so that he might enjoy her companionship. Now, this is the ideal relationship marriage, right? Their behavior, because look at their goals. What is stated here? They like living together, so when you're looking to be with somebody, you gotta make sure you like living with them, but enjoy it and find pleasure in them, right? And then companionship. You need a companion, so we have to make sure when we're looking for a partner, right, that you're looking to enjoy living with that person, and you're going to need to enjoy their companionship. Wow. And He commanded them to dwell in paradise and eat from it in abundance and freely, wherever you may wish. That is, they were to eat different kinds of fruit. Allah said to him, But here in paradise it is granted to you that you will not go hungry or be naked, nor will you be thirsty here in paradise, or suffer from the sun's heat. Taha 20, 118-19. Oh, says the sun's heat. That's good because I'm a snow person. But do not approach this tree, which was one kind of the trees of paradise. Allah knows best what it was. He only forbade them to approach it as a test and trial, or for a reason that is not known to us. Or else you will both become transgressors. This indicates that the prohibition was in the sense of it being haram, forbidden, because it would result in transgressing and wrongdoing. Okay, so the prohibition on that. Okay. I like how he says Allah knows best what it was. Something I noticed that is a common way of speaking when it comes to the Islamic texts, and I like it. It's a good point. But their enemy kept whispering to them and making attractive to them the idea of eating that which was forbidden to them, until he caused them to slip. In other words, he made them slip by making it look good to them. Yeah, and in Quran it makes it very clear that just because something is glittery doesn't mean it's good for you. And he swore to them both, saying, I am to you a sincere advisor. Al-Araf 7:21. So he made an oath, but he was being a sincere bad advisor, not a good one. And they were deceived by him, and they obeyed him. Thus he caused them to be expelled from the state of felicity and abundance in which they had been, and to be sent down to the realm of exhaustion, striving, and struggle. Notice this. So they were expelled from their state of felicity, right? So let's say you have a happy family and somebody's tempting you, or an entity or a type of energy, however you want to phrase it, is tempting you to do something bad that'll harm your family and your state of peace within your home. You too are like in your little mini garden gonna get expelled, right? Like home wreckers and other types of behavior that causes people to lose their state of felicity, an external force that came within the garden, right? And made your garden get ruined. It's sort of also like the Shire in Lord of the Rings, right? An external force ruining your Shire, ruining your garden, ruining your happy place, and has then exiled you into a place of striving and struggle and exhaustion. Wow. As enemies to each other, what is meant is that Adam and his progeny would be enemies of Iblis and his progeny. So notice this again. I think a lot of us, we think of Satan as something, as a Hades figure, or a, some people have placed him as a handsome angel who fell down and is like a rebellious figure who was like witty and smart and just wanted to be an individual and is only angry at God and not at anyone else, and that a woman who seeks the aid of an older woman through the dark arts can somehow get on the council or be beloved to Iblis, and then can be given gifts that will help them to be more attractive to men in that way, and that's how they'll get their marriage and stuff. So if with people who think like that, who ascribe to that type of thinking, if you say to them, no, 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 Iblis is to all of us as a species an enemy, not just those who he selects as like on some arbitrary list like Santa Claus with his naughty and nice list. Do you know what I mean? And it's quite interesting, the Quranic way of looking at, Satan. It's really something to compare and contrast with the way in which people who are occultists make a caricature of Satan as some rebellious, like, controllable being. It's quite interesting. I don't know if I'm making myself clear on what I'm trying to get across, but when it says his progeny means all of us, meaning like period, there is no way around it, regardless of the, as it says, the sincereness and the glitteriness of something that is bad that will cause you to slip, right? It's like they're taking fancy cars or earthly gifts as a sign of sincerity when it's really not. It's the oath that Iblis has taken against us is not something that is manifested. It's something that is in Iblis's being itself, and it's there and it's going to stay there forever, to time indefinite, until the day comes when Iblis is destroyed or whatever, right? So there is no changing that. Destiny is destiny. That's what's going to happen, but we can make a choice to which side we want to be on, right? So these people, when you want to reason with them and talk to them, I think this would be a good point to explain his progeny. You'd ask them, do you believe that, what do you believe the character traits of Satan are? And then get them to explain it, and then explain this view as, no, it's with the entire progeny. I think you could get into some very interesting conversations. Also persuade a lot of people. This is an implicit warning to the sons of Adam against Shaitan, as Allah, glory be to him, says, verily the Shaitan is an enemy to you, so take him as an enemy. He only calls his followers so that they may become inhabitants of the raging fire. Will you then take him as progeny, as allies instead of me, even though they are enemies to you? What a wretched exchange, the wrongdoers. Al-Kahf 1850. Then Allah speaks of their destination on earth. On earth you will have an abode, that is, a dwelling place, and your means of livelihood for a while, until the end of your allotted time. Then you will move from the earth to the realm for which you were created and which was created for you. This verse tells us that the duration of this life is brief and transient. This world is not our true home. Rather, it is a place through which we pass and from which we seek provision to help us reach that other realm. And it is not to be regarded as our permanent abode. Yes, that is the perfect way of that. I felt that way after I finished reading the Quran. You realize that, you come to think it, you reflect on it, and that helps you bring peace in your life. At least that's what I think. What do you think, family? That's worked for me. But take him as an enemy, right? Take it as it is, not what you think it is.